This is the story of how me being gifted completely ruined my life. It started at age 1, when I taught myself how to read. My dad was so proud of my abilities that he invited a local newspaper reporter to our house. They made me read a passage of James Joyce's Ulysses, which is quite a difficult book to read. I ended up on the front page of our town's newspaper, me, a baby in diapers, trying to hold up a 700-page book. Ever since then, I've been praised for my extraordinary achievements, whether it's straight A's in school or dividing 8-digit numbers in my head. Everyone was in awe of me, and my classmates referred to me as the Wonder Kid. One of them even asked me if other kids seemed like idiots to me, to which I responded, "No, of course not. Everyone is smart in their own way." But in my head I thought, actually most people do seem kinda dumb and weird to me. For example, in 3rd grade, my annoying classmate Yolanda constantly pretended to have some new injury. She claimed she had a condition that made her bones brittle, and whenever she fell, she'd be in incredible pain. But really, she just wanted attention and to be carried around by the boys in our class. Well, one day, a boy came crying into school. Turns out his grandma died the day before. Everyone felt bad for him except Yolanda. She had to be the center of attention again, so she made up a story about how her grandma had also recently died, but in a much worse way, namely a brutal car accident. Suddenly, all attention was on her again, and I had enough. I called her out on being a dumb and annoying liar. Unsurprisingly, she didn't take it well. She screamed back at me saying, "I hope your family dies in a car accident too." I have to admit that she was a good actor, because all the other kids took her side. They didn't see that Yolanda was nothing but a dumb little attention seeker. Unfortunately, this incident isolated me even further from my peers, because now everyone thought I was cruel and heartless. You see, I really wanted to have friends, but it was impossible because I had no shared interests with my classmates. The girls only gossiped about celebrities, and the boys only cared about sports. I was the only one who was into science and math. I was a loner, and turned more and more into a target. Not so much because I was smarter, but because I was both smarter and prettier than the other girls. It was too much. When on Valentine's Day, I was the only got a love letter from an anonymous boy. All the other girls were super envious of Yolanda. The day after I got the love letter, she came to school wearing makeup and tried to win over the most handsome boy in our class. I cringed so hard seeing her so desperately craving the validation of a guy. But here comes the banger. The boy she approached told her that he didn't like her and that he was actually into me. It turned out that he had been the one who'd sent me the love letter. He rejected her in front of the whole class. And while the boys started laughing at Yolanda for having been rejected, she started crying. I felt so bad for her. I never wanted to be the special girl or stand out. I wish the boy had never sent me a love letter at all. And you can imagine how after this incident, the girls in my class only hated me more. At the same time, school was too easy for me. I was constantly bored in class and developed all kinds of behavioral issues, like becoming a smartass who always corrected her teachers if they said something wrong. Sometimes I even embarrassed them by calling them incompetent, suggesting they should find a new job. One time, for example, we were supposed to learn how to take care of a human baby by taking care of an egg. We all got an egg that had a face drawn onto it, and that was signed with a pen by our teacher. We were supposed to protect it for a week to prove we could take care of a human baby. To me, this experiment was perfectly ridiculous and stupid. Obviously, taking care of an egg has nothing to do with taking care of a real human baby. All you have to do is put that egg back into a refrigerator to keep it safe. So I thought it was funny to buy another egg, paint a face on it, stab a pen into it, put it on the teacher's desk with a sign next to it saying infanticide. Now, we were only 5th graders, so our teacher immediately knew that this was my work, because none of my classmates even knew what the word infanticide meant. So she turned to me and said, "This will go on your permanent record." I responded that there was no permanent record, and that it was only a made-up myth to scare kids. I told her as soon as I left primary school, no one would know about what I'd done. She completely lost it, but to me it was amusing. A welcome change to the usual boredom I experienced in everyday school life. However, worse than being hated by my teachers and ostracized by my classmates was that I've never learned how to focus for long periods of time because I understood everything within seconds. Unlike my classmates, I never had to sit down for several hours to understand something. From primary school right up to college, I got an A+ in every math exam I ever took, without having to study for it. In 9th grade, I even got into the top 10 in the Math Olympiad in the US. To celebrate, my parents threw me a party and invited all my family over. I was the whole family's pride, and they'd talk about me someday making some big scientific breakthrough or becoming the CEO of an international conglomerate. Of course, it made me feel very special. But looking back, I wish I hadn't been praised for being born a prodigy, but instead been encouraged to figure out what my interests are, and then to become an expert in that field from a young age on, while also developing a good work ethic. Because right after college, I got a great job in engineering, a six-figure starting salary. I knew that if I worked hard for 1 or 2 years, I could even get a promotion and become a manager. But I didn't have the discipline. It's been 5 years now, and I'm still stuck in the same job as before. I finish my work normally within 1 or 2 hours because it's so easy, and then play video games on my PC. I was able to convince my boss to get me my own private office by claiming I was hypersensitive to the noise of my colleagues, and that I could focus better if I had my own private room. But actually, I just wanted to play video games without having to worry about being caught. I'm not happy, though. My whole family has high expectations for me, and I know I have the potential to exceed in life, but I'm just a lazy bum. So in the eyes of my family, I will always be an underachiever, which is frustrating. However, one big advantage of being known for being really smart is that some boys are really into it. When they hear I was once a child prodigy, they immediately think about the amazing children we could have together. And even though it's kind of creepy to be seen as some sort of DNA carrier by other people, I don't really care. When I go to a bar and talk to a handsome guy, I can easily impress him with some math trick, like multiplying two 8-digit numbers in my head. I know it's a bit cringy, but I only do what works, and trust me, there are many guys who go crazy after genius women. And this brings me to my last topic, dating. All the guys I've dated in my life have been significantly less intelligent than me. One guy I dated in college even thought that the whole world was North America, and even though he was stunningly handsome, I couldn't listen to the stupid things he kept saying. And so one time, I made up a story and told him I recently had an operation on both my ears, and therefore couldn't hear anything at all. Finally, he actually stopped talking. A couple weeks later, though, he went through my phone and read my chat with my friend who wrote, "Are you still dating the dumb hot guy who looks like Harry Styles?" I responded, "Yeah, and I love his hair so much." Well, he was really offended by being called dumb. I told him I loved him, but the next day he shaved off his hair in an, I have to say, unsuccessful attempt to look unattractive. Then he asked, grinning, "You still love me now that I'm bald and ugly?" It was almost cute how dumb he was, but only almost. You see, you can date someone and still feel lonely. And that's the worst part about highly intelligent. It doesn't matter that there are 7 billion other people on the planet if only a handful are like you. A handful of people that you'll probably never meet in person. I have so many thoughts and ideas on my mind, but nobody to share them with. I have an almost perfect memory, but it always makes me dwell on the past and all the opportunities that I've wasted by being lazy. I guess there are two sides to everything. Positive and negative, light and darkness. It's nice having a high IQ and being able to learn quickly, master multiple disciplines with ease, to see the world in a richer way than most people could ever dream of. But you'll also be lonely and misunderstood most of your life. Sometimes I wish I was born dumb, especially on family gatherings. I'm sick of hearing the same old questions again.
Have you already gotten a promotion?
Or,
why don't you raise capital and build your own startup? You have the talent.
yuck! Just let me be an underachiever, please, because I'm not very good at handling pressure. Hey, if you enjoyed watching this animated story, consider subscribing. And if you didn't like this video, then you can still leave us an angry comment down below. Have a great day.
Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your stream.
Can we please have a scary movie night soon?
No scary movies except for you, Ari.
Well, no one was talking to you, Marley. I was asking Lana. Can we please have a scary movie night soon?
No one likes scary movies except for you, Ari.
Well, no one was talking to you, Marley. I was asking Lana. Whoa, what's that place?
That's the old Wiggins house. Oh, it gives me goosebumps every time I look at it.
You don't really believe that old ghost story, do you?
Wait, what story?
Some made up story. I doubt it's true. Actually, let's just go find out for ourselves. Follow me.
What are you doing? This is private property.
It's fine. No one lives here. That's alive, at least. There's got to be a key in here. I'm going to try to get it open.
Ari, stop. You're gonna break it.
Can you relax? I'm not going to break anything.
Who lived here?
Mrs. Wiggins was this weird witch lady that used to stay here a long time ago. A group of kids used to make fun of her, and she'd cry every day. Until one day, these kids went into her house and never came back out. Everyone thinks she had something to do with it.
She did have something to do with it.
Who knows? The case was never solved, and eventually she passed away. But people claim they can still hear her crying as they walk by the house.
And some claim to have even seen her through the window.
No way. This sounds like something out of a scary movie.
Yeah, a really bad, super cheesy, scary movie. It's not even true.
How do you know?
Look, I'm a horror and haunted house expert. I know a fake story when I hear one. Plus, Mr. Nightmare has never talked about this place on his YouTube channel. If it was true, he would have totally jumped on it.
Who's Mr. Nightmare?
He's a huge horror YouTuber that reviews haunted houses. I watch all of his videos.
Yeah, well, maybe he missed this one. I mean, haven't you guys been feeling cold since we got here?
You're right. I have been feeling kind of cold too.
Oh gosh, Lana, now she's got scared too? There's nothing here. Let's go check the back.
Miley, what's wrong?
There was a loud cracking noise, and I saw someone in there.
That noise was you stepping on this.
Okay, but I saw a shadow run by just now. I swear.
Come on, stop playing games. You're just trying to scare everyone. Hello? Is anybody in there? Mrs. Wiggins, come out and get us. See? Nothing.
I'm leaving.
It's getting late. We should go.
You guys are seriously this scared? There's got to be a way to open that lockbox. Let's come back tomorrow.
No way. I'm not coming back here.
Come on, it'd be fun. You know what? We should stay the night here.
That's definitely not happening.
Isn't that your guys' mom on the flyer?
She's the one listing the Wiggins house?
This is the best news ever. Now we have a way of getting inside. Let's go. Ow! 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 You sure you saw Mom go upstairs?
Yeah, she's taking a shower. What are we doing in her office anyways?
We're looking for the lockbox combination. I know what's in here. We just gotta find the right folder.
Ari, we shouldn't be doing this. You know how Mom is about us coming in her office.
Just be quiet and help me look. Or at least stand watch at the door.
No, I don't want any part of this. I'm leaving.
Whatever. Just go.
The haunted house story, yeah, I know. I mean, I do have to disclose that information. I mean, she died in the home. You know, we just can't prove that the kid did. So there's that. So. Yeah, exactly. So you just tell them that it's 25% less expensive because of all those rumors. So they should actually be happy about them.
Bingo.
Hey, Roger. Yeah. Just give me a sec.
Oh my gosh, you nearly gave me a heart attack.
What's that?
This is the key to us spending the night in the Bacon's house. Pun intended.
What do you mean, us? There's no way I'm breaking into some ghost house tomorrow. And you shouldn't either. Mom's gonna find out. You know what she always says. What happens in the dark?
Always comes to light. Yeah, I've heard it a million times.
Alright, I'm serious.
If you don't come with me tomorrow, I'll tell Mom you have a crush on Brian from school. Then she'll never let you hang out with him again.
You wouldn't.
Are you sure about that? That's what I thought. Now I'm going upstairs. Mr. Nightmare has a new video dropping in 10 minutes. Happy nightmares. Okay, let's go over this one more time. You and I are staying at Lana's house tomorrow. Mom knows Lana's parents are out of town and her grandpa will be watching us, so she won't try calling.
How do we know she won't call Anna's grandpa? Or that her grandpa won't catch us?
She's not going to call someone she's never talked to. And her grandpa's 80 years old. He goes to bed at 8. And after he does, we'll sneak out.
I don't know about this, sorry.
Oh, come on, Marley. Can't you just live on the edge for once? Coming.
Hey. Just seeing when you guys were leaving.
In 15 minutes.
What's with the flashlights?
We're gonna have an indoor camping night with Lana, and of course, I'll be in charge of ghost stories. Ooh.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, have fun and tell Lana's grandpa I said thanks for watching you guys.
We will, Mom.
Okay.
Man, that was close.
Yeah, too close. Listen, Ori, let's just call this whole thing off. I have a bad feeling. We could just go to the Wiggins house with Mom. I'm sure she'd let us see it.
But that takes all the fun out of it. Stop being such a scaredy cat and come on. Fine. I'll just tell Mom about Brian. Oh, Mom!
Fine, I'll go.
That was too easy.
Make sure you don't lose the keys.
Why aren't the lights working?
No one's lived here since Mrs. Wiggins passed away. Who do you think is going to pay the power bill?
I don't think this is a good idea. Can we please just get out of here?
We're fine. This is what the flashlights are for. See? It's safe and sound. Now let's go look around. We can leave our backpacks here.
Is that Mrs. Wiggins?
Probably.
Wow, she does look kind of scary.
Hey, let's go to the basement. That's where most of the ghost activity happens.
That's the last place we should go.
Relax. There's nothing actually happening here.
What was that?
We're fine times.
That was pretty loud, though.
Don't freak yourselves out. There's no one here but us. Look! The door's open, so it's just the shutters. No supernatural activity here.
I don't think the shutters can make that loud of a noise.
Maybe the wind knocked something over. If this is already freaking you guys out, you wouldn't survive a minute in a real haunted house.
Who says we'd want to?
Okay. Let's go find Mrs. Wiggins' room then. I'm sure her ghost is just waiting for us.
Don't joke around like that. It's not funny.
This must be her room.
Okay, we've seen it. Now let's go.
All this stuff is vintage.
Ari, put that back. That's stealing.
This stuff has been here for like a century. It's not like Mrs. Wiggins will miss it anyway.
How did the door just close?
Calm down. It was probably just the wind.
Oh, this house is freaking me out. Put the bracelet back. Ari, I'm leaving.
Guys,
What'd you find?
a book of spells.
So the rumors of Put the bracelet back. Ari, I'm leaving.
Guys,
What'd you find?
a book of spells.
So the rumors of her being a witch are true?
Let me see that. This actually looks legit.
It must be true. Why else would she have a book of spells? Please.
I have a book of spells and I'm not a witch. Or am I?
Stop playing. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Listen.
The door is stuck! The door is stuck!
What are you talking about, Marley?
I can't open it! We're trapped, aren't we? The door wasn't locked when we came in!
That means
There's someone else in the house. This is the only way out.
Outside, now! What are you doing? We need to get out of here!
I can't find the key.
I thought you put them on the table.
I did, but it's not here anymore. We have to find it.
Forget about the key! We'll tell Mom what happened! We need to leave, now!
No way. We can't tell Mom. We'd be grounded for the summer.
I'd rather be grounded than dead! Let's go! Ari, please, come on!
Just go. I'll catch up with you guys.
I'm not leaving without you!
Open it.
I'm trying, it's stuck! Go!
Open it.
I'm trying, it's stuck!
I'm sorry, guys. This is all my fault. Please don't hurt us, Mrs. Wiggins. I'm sorry I didn't believe you were real, okay? I know something was wrong. We'll do anything you ask. We're all in a lot of trouble. Mom?
Looking for these?
You took the keys and pretended to be Mrs. Wiggins?
I was supposed to show the Wiggins house to a huge client tomorrow, and when I went to go look for the file, it was missing. I drove myself crazy trying to find the file. And then I took a little break, did some laundry, And then I went to go put your socks away, Ari. And what do you think I found in your sock drawer? The Wiggins file. And then I thought to myself, why would Ari have this file? And that's when I decided to call Lana's grandpa.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. And what do you think he said? That you girls were not with him. So then I thought, where are the girls? And then I remembered the camping equipment. And I put 2 and 2 together. I took a little drive to the Wiggins house, and here you all are. So I decided to have a little fun.
But I don't understand. Why would you try to scare us like this?
Well, that's why you came here, isn't it?
No, that's not why we came here. We're trying to work on a local history project.
Yeah. Every lie that you say is going to be another month added on to you being grounded. So I would choose my words very, very wisely if I were you.
I wanted to prove to Marley and Lana that the house actually wasn't haunted. When I found out it was one of your listings, I took the code to the lockbox so we could come inside.
You know this little stunt could have cost me my job? And more importantly, your lives? What were you thinking?
I don't know. I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal.
That big of a deal? You lied to me. You lied to Lana's parents and you lied to Lana's grandpa.
We're really sorry, Mom.
Really sorry. Marley tried to tell me it wasn't a good idea, and I didn't listen to her.
Well, you should have listened to her. You're both grounded for 2 months. And Lana, I'm going to call your parents.
Please don't be mad at them. I made everyone do it. You can add their months to mine.
We can talk about this later, okay? I have to prepare for tomorrow. I have a very important client coming to see this house.
Like a celebrity?
Yeah, it's like a big YouTuber, Mr. Scary or something.
Mr. Nightmare?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to shoot some video here.
Oh, what? You're meeting Mr. Nightmare here tomorrow? Mom, you have to let me come with you. I love Mr. Nightmare so much. I'd love to actually meet the guy.
Not a chance. You're grounded. If you wouldn't have snuck out in the middle of the night, lied to me, and come here, you could have come with me. What do I always tell you? What happens in the dark
Always comes to light. Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe you'll learn it this time. All right, let's go.
Wait, so if Mr. Nightmare's coming tomorrow, then this house must be haunted after all.
Wow. I guess you're right.
Do you think the house is actually haunted, Mrs. Williams?
I don't really believe in that stuff, really, but I guess we'll see, won't we? Ooh, maybe I should dress up as Mrs. Wiggins tomorrow and give Mr. Nightmare a run for his money.